One of my favorite arguments for God is the model ontological argument. I'm going to show you the simplest version of it, however, it could get a little confusing, so if you have any questions or debates, comment about it and DM me. So the premise is simple. Let's define God first. Call God a maximally great being, possessing every perfection, the greatest degree possible. What all perfection means is any positive quality that makes a being greater. If you remove this quality, it makes the being lesser. This includes power, knowledge, moral perfection, and most importantly, necessary existence, which is what makes it different from all contingent objects. All contingency really means is an object that relies on another object to exist. So like a pencil needs a tree to exist, therefore it's contingent. So with this, let's move on to the premises. Premise 1. It is possible that the maximally great being, or MGB, even exists. Premise 2. If the MGB exists in some possible world, it exists in all possible worlds, because maximal greatness includes necessity. And premise 3. If the MGB exists in every possible world that could have been, then it exists in our world too. The actual world is the way the world is right now. If something exists in every possible way, it exists here too. So the conclusion is made. If an MGB could exist, then it does exist. Now I'm going to show why this works, and I'm going to keep it simple. The entire argument hinges on one key premise: the possibility of the MGB. If this possibility is even granted, then the MGB exists. MGB meaning maximally great being. Only real way to debunk this argument is to debunk the possibility of the MGB. You'd have to show why he doesn't work to begin with, or why the possibility doesn't work to begin with. Premise 2 reads the definition of God. Being maximally great, necessary existence is treated as a property of perfection, like power or knowledge. The argument's logical structure is simple and doesn't assert anything either, reading from possibility to necessary to existence to actuality. But here are some common rebuttals, which I'll say here. The perfect island. The reason the model ontological argument works is because of S5, which I'll explain in another video, but if something could possibly exist necessarily, then it does exist necessarily. That's all S5 does. Okay, but now that we established S5 and its relationship to necessity, we can properly debunk this perfect island analogy. The idea is that possibly a perfect island exists necessarily, so by the MOA logic, it exists necessarily. But such an island doesn't exist, or that we haven't observed one, so it's attempting to show why the MOA, or the model ontological argument, doesn't work to begin with. However, here's why God can even use S5. God isn't a physical being, and he's not dependent on anything else to exist. His definition includes necessary existence. A maximally great being cannot fail to be necessary without stopping being maximally great. That's why it passes all the checkboxes to actually use S5. The perfect island makes a category error